Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. Hi, it's me, your friend Corey, here again with more crochet and updates on some of the stuff I've been working on this week, which hasn't been a crazy amount of stuff. I've been working on two main projects, and I've been kind of floating between the two, but to be fair, they're giant. I'm making the Country Roads poncho shirt, the cinnamon stitches, and I had to backtrack. I'll explain it all in a moment. So that set me back a little. And I'm also working on my Eva shawl, Enchanting Eva. So beautiful. I'm on my sixth round of the repeats. So it has gotten quite large. It's almost a whole arm. From the shoulder to the tips of the fingers. If I hold it out straight, it's quite large. It's beautiful. It's still so light and soft and beautiful. So glad you're here today. Alright, hello. Let's talk about my poncho. I need my glasses on. Just love looking like a granny in my fun shirt here. So, we've gotten to the point of armholes. Okay, so we've got these giant armholes. And the problem I'm having, and a few other people are having this, they were saying on the Facebook, the Facebook page. Okay, this is not lined up, so that's not exactly right. Here, that's why. So, it's kind of winging. When you're wearing it here, it does a little bit of a weird wing. So what I'm going to do is, if it's doing that with me, because I did take out a couple of rows to make that stop, I'm just going to go around here with a single crochet, and I'm going to do this a couple more stitches. I have enough room for that. I didn't want to go any higher up because then it wouldn't be wide enough. And I'm just going to pop that on because I like to wear it a lot. So, the big square, I can line this up properly. It's getting a little bit of weight. I think we're on our fifth cake, because I had to cake up all 10. So I should have enough to make this extra large. And yeah, so now we're just going around and around and around. So we did squares, we did corners, and now we're done with corners. We're just doing it around and around and around. So it's a pretty simple but effective pattern. I'm learning quite a bit of technique from figuring out how she figured it out, so that's cool. I like that. I do that with most patterns though. I really pick up a lot from how people shape things. Okay, let's see, this is my fun little bit left on this one. One just fell to the floor, and it was not wanting to come back up. Okay. So this one is taking a little time. Like I said, I had to take a couple of rows out. They were not working for me, and it was really winging. Like this one wings a little, but the sleeves are longer, and I didn't want to go much longer on the sleeves on this because it is cotton and it will stretch a little. Probably quite a bit, actually. My luck. This one that I'm wearing has stretched a lot, so I need to adjust for that again. I'm just going to take a needle and thread and sew it up a little bit higher in the arms and in the chest and front and back. because it definitely just hangs on me now, and that's fine. I don't mind it being long. I wanted it to be something very flowy I can wear during the summer months. That's airy and nice. Now I've got a giant bag of 30 weight or 40 weight. I'm not sure off the top of my head, but I would like to make sort of a undershirt tank top type deal for under these types of shirts in a white. And I should have more than enough for that. So I'm probably going to start that pretty soon. I'm trying to decide if I want to do like across the chest, like a bunch of single crochets, and then do like a mesh type deal. But I could always line it, so I don't know. I just want something kind of cooler. I'm gonna have to take a better look at it and see what I want to do. I have to decide if I want to do just straight across, or do I want to do something with like the halter tops and stuff where they have the cups built in. But it's more for wearing under things. I do have tank tops and stuff I can wear under, but they are usually made out of materials that are very sweaty. I don't know if I'm making that make sense, but they are very unbreathable fibers, and they're very uncomfortable. They're okay for any season except for summer, which is insanely hot here. So I want to be sure I'm ready to be able to function and live comfortably. So I go round, and there's only 2 rows, so this is a pretty straightforward, repetitive, which is not a bad thing always. Can be really good for that. I don't really have to count anything, so that's always nice too. I did measure, and I am making it a bit oversized, which I wanted. So it's supposed to be big, and that's where I want it to be, is quite large. Rather than too small, I have to stretch it out. Alright, sorry. Had to move a little bit. My foot fell asleep again. Okay. That happens quite often. You have to be very, very picky where I sit, and I gotta change positions quite often. I've been doing yoga and stretching and all sorts of stuff to try to combat it, but my circulation is just not too great in my legs anymore. It was raining earlier, and it was getting very noticeable leg spasms. It was kind of embarrassing. My mom noticed at the table, and she was like, "Are you alright?" I'm like, yeah, it's just weather changes, and my whole body just decides to go in convulsions. So the muscles just decide to contract. Ugh. But drink lots of water. Do my stretches about 4 times throughout the day, sometimes 6, depending on how I feel. Okay, actually working my feet right now, both of them. While I crochet, they are definitely getting stretched and whatnot. My goodness. Sorry, I can kind of see what I'm doing. My eyes are just not liking my glasses. I was crying a lot last night. and they've been a little sore today. Very dried out. So that's been fun. Grief will hit you for no apparent reason, with no rhyme or reason. It just suddenly will become overwhelming out of nowhere, and will definitely rob you of your happiness and sleep. I find it gets me the most at night because that's the time when the house gets quiet and I'm left alone with my own thoughts and feelings and all that good stuff. But I am trying my best to acknowledge how I feel, to accept that's how I feel, and to keep going. Someone was saying that they thought I was angry about everything. I'm really not angry. I haven't reached a point of anger. I don't know if I have anger. It's just, it is what it is. I think I skipped right over anger. Because I just don't know. I just don't feel angry about anything. I'm sad. I miss my sister terribly, but I'm not angry. I'm more angry when I stub my toe, I gotta be honest. That is definitely something I don't like. Ugh, love is moving furniture. I stubbed my toe on this metal piece on the bottom of my bed. I've already gotten rid of the bed frame I had. The bed frame I had this lip that stuck out, and everybody smashed their shins on it. Everyone. Me, the kids, my husband. You could just walk by and all of a sudden, bam, right in the middle of your shin. And I tell you, it hit that sweet spot where it causes your whole body to go fuzzy and numb. And you're just, if you ever hit your shin there, you know what I'm talking about. That is a spot where the nerves are just, they dance a little dance. So I got rid of that. And then the 2 box springs that my bed is on, that were inside the bed frame because it was wrapped around it, have these metal corners. They cut us. They stub our toes. I kicked one walking past trying to avoid stepping on one of the kids and ripped off half a toenail. My baby toenail. So I only have half a toenail on my toe right now. It hurt a little. Not as bad as it could have. It's, yeah. I had to wrap it up the first few nights because there was still a chunk of toenail sticking up, and I didn't want it catching on my blankets or my bed in any way because I do have crochet on my bed, and if I have a sharp toenail, it definitely catches. So, yeah, I had to wrap it up a couple nights, but it seems to be okay now. I don't notice it. I've had a couple showers with it open, and it's not bleeding or anything. It just, my nail's gone. It's going to take a good 6-7 months for it to go back because it's not the first time I've lost a toenail. Let me tell you. I think my worst one was my big toe. Losing it 2 or 3 times now. I just have one of them that comes off easier than it's painful. Quite painful. And quite angry. But, you know, there are worse things out there, I guess. I think fingernails hurt more, though. When you crack your fingernail in half or rip it in half, oh, that is some painfulness. So now I'm talking torture here. Hi. I haven't been sleeping well. I'll be alright. I will get through this. I get through things, and I have found repeatedly that it's best to just acknowledge, to accept it, and to keep marching forward instead of saying, oh, I'm fine, I'm fine. No, I'm not fine. I'm really not. I am feeling some feelings, and they're not nice feelings, and they're not pleasant, they're not happy, and I apologize that other people are having to see this, but this is how I feel. And I'm trying to find things to smile about, and sometimes I find things to smile about, and I think how she would love it, and would find it just as funny as I did, and then I just start crying because her and I had a lot of laughs. We had a lot of jokes between us that were just, her and I got them. And yeah, I've got a picture of one of our jokes up above my desk here. I put it up there months ago because it always makes me think of her and smile. Anyway, this cotton feels nice. And I love the bright colors. I'm glad I'm working with something a little brighter. My shawl has a lot of gray, but it's going to bleed into a really strong, dark, and vivid pink with some white and whatnot in it, so it is going to change up fairly soon. We're just getting through the rounds of lots and lots of gray. But I wanted the bottom to be very bright and that is definitely what it's going to do. I have a shawl my mother made. I have to take apart very soon. I would like to remake the shawl, but it's out of one of the Hobie Dahlia Shadow, I think it's called, and it's beautiful, but there was only a certain amount. I think it was 800 meters or just under, and the shawl is not big enough, so I'm going to separate the strands like I have before, 4 into 2 balls of 2, and remake the whole thing because it's a nice shawl and I've always wanted one. And I want to make something with a pineapple stitch. Has anyone ever done the pineapple stitch? I really love it. I've got some really nice vintage stuff, and I found some really nice clothes done in it, so I don't know. I just can't decide what I want to do it with. I am leaning towards maybe this yellow one behind me here in the cotton. It's got beautiful colors, and I think it would really do nice in that particular stitch. Maybe. Alright. I feel like I'm trying so hard to keep my stuff in the frame and it's not working because this is getting a little heavier. So each row is taking a little bit of time now. When it was square, it seemed to go faster. I don't know. Maybe it's just me and how tired I am. That could be it. Well, I'm going to have to reach in and grab a couple more of these because now we're going for just length. And I can't go wrong with that. Oh, goodness. Excuse me while I adjust. So yeah, my room's still pretty much a disaster area. I got through a whole bunch of going through these binders and filling them with these, I don't even know what to call them. They're kind of like files, but not really. They are plastic, they have a clear side, and they're like envelopes kind of. You just put papers or whatever in there, pictures, I don't know. But I had to fill up like 17 of those or more. It was like chunkfuls, handfuls. And they're ready for like the kids' art, random patterns and stuff I have laying around, just like to organize some of the mess around here, because you can't see it, but I've got a whole whack of pictures that are given to me on a pretty regular basis, and I should just probably put them in those so I can keep them for now. I'm going to say for now, because at some point they may not want me to keep them, and some of them I probably will want when they're too big to be giving me gifts and stuff that don't love me anymore. I'm kidding. My kids love me. And I love them. But my kids get pretty upset when they watch this one episode of the show Bluey. They catch the dad recycling a bunch of pictures that they drew for him. And they get pretty upset about it. And my kids are like, you better not be doing that. It's like, okay, sure. Not. But it does get overwhelming, so thinking about different ways to accommodate, I guess, is the best way to do it. So, I have to stop it on this longer video for Saturday because it will only record for a certain amount of time, and then it stops recording, and then I realize that I've been talking to nothing and not recording it for a while, and it's kind of embarrassing, so I just have to keep track of that, and I try to stop it on time. So I think I've almost caught up to where I was. Yeah, just about. And it fits. It does. It goes over pretty nice. I had a sweater on earlier, like a sweatshirt, this light one, and I was able to fit it on over that, and that's kind of, because you never know in the summer. Even if it's a spring and fall, or spring top, that's fine too. It feels, yep, we're right at the end of this row. I'm doing this again. Okay. Trying to figure out where the center is. Okay, so the center would be these two, this and this. Okay. And two. Bring it right through. And my yarn just jumped out of this little box I put it in. Hello, pretty yarn. So, got my 4 double crochet at the beginning. This is all I got left of this one, so we're just going to reach back and grab another one. Take my ring off so it doesn't catch on everything. And they are right here. Is that one? It feels like one. It is. First try. So now, I'm doing the next row. I'm just going to adjust a little. I'm a little uncomfortable tonight. Like I said, the weather is really affecting my arthritis and all that good stuff. Let's see, my shirt just totally jumped off my shoulder. I'm just going to sit up nice and straight here. Try to get comfortable. We are actively looking for a better chair for in here for me. This one is very, very uncomfortable. That's why we took it away from the dining area, because this one was, for some reason, just really not in good shape. Staples have poked through, so I have to sit on a mountain of pillows and blankets. And they shift and they move, and I just don't really like sitting on this one too much. But it is a chair. So, now, it'll do. It also doesn't help that I have a bunch of stuff sitting around the bottom of it, a bunch of bags of projects and balls of yarn that I need to cake up, because there's so much caking I gotta do still. I'm really happy that I'm more than roughly about halfway through. And then I'm probably gonna pop this guy back into a box to store it instead of leaving it out all the time. It's such a temptation for my kids. They always wanna, walk up and play with the crank. And I can't blame them. It's fun. So, I like caking up yarn. It's quite, it's quite relaxing. Okay, we're going to put the end up there. We really like that. And we're just going to go through this. So yeah, this is a good pattern. Pretty straightforward. Interesting construction. Quite a bit of math and science to it. And I do admire that she helps you figure out how to size it for different sizes. Like even kid sizes. I could probably wing this for my kids after watching her video. So that's really cool. And we're kind of stuck. I think Bag O Day's shawl crochet along is going to be starting soon. I'm gonna consider it. I don't know yet. I don't know if I have the right size amount of yarn or whatever. I haven't even looked into it, because you don't exactly have to do it right when they do it. You can do it whenever you choose to. So maybe not. Maybe I'll just watch the videos. Who knows? Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I'll just put on tutorials, because I know a lot of people say that they don't get a lot of views on the tutorials and whatnot. And I'm trying my best to support the community however I can. And sometimes just watching people's videos is very supportive for other creators. So I try doing that. And then I learn other stuff and learn techniques I never thought of and things like that. And honestly, sometimes I just doze off with them on, because it's relaxing watching other people crochet, and I'm hoping that a few people like doing that with my videos, just because I'd love to know that I'm making people's days a little more calm. I've always taken that as a compliment when people come to my house and they've been working and having their busy life, and everybody's visiting, everybody's doing their thing, and somebody has a nap, like a guest. I actually don't mind, because it's usually like a guy that's been having problems sleeping and stuff. They just get on my couch and everything just seems so calm. Even with kids running around and being crazy, I've seen it a few times where a couple guys were working really hard and were really, really tired, and they just dozed off on the couch, and I was like, dude, just let them sleep. Their wives were like, oh no, it's so embarrassing. I'm like, no, it's not embarrassing at all. You know what? I take it as a compliment. they're tired. They need their rest, and it's nothing to be embarrassed about. And I'm quite alright with it. They had some snacks. My couch was comfortable. They can hear the kids and everyone talking around them, and it just felt like home enough to sleep. Because I know for myself, I don't sleep very well in other people's homes and traveling and stuff. I find it a little bit unnerving. I get a little nervous. Some anxieties. So, that's why I take it as a big compliment. And really it is. If you're feeling that comfortable and relaxed at my house, cool. That is super awesome. Because my house is not a show house. It is cluttery. I've got toys everywhere. I've got stuff all over the place. I clean it, but there's stuff all over. Right now, I have a couch in my dining room that we on and off use as a seating area. And it's covered in all my laundry right now. All my clean laundry. It's just being put there because I really am busy doing other things right now. Not just crochet, so I don't think it's just something like that. I just figured. No, I didn't figure. I couldn't get into a couple of the spots for clothing in my bedroom. So they kind of were needing to be washed and worn, so I had to put them somewhere. So they went on that couch, and that's where they're sitting right now. And I'm just about ready to be able to put them away because I just, before I moved all the furniture, went through the girls' clothes, picked out what they don't fit, went out to the thrift store. So, I mean, it's not like I'm not doing the things. I just don't always rush through the things. I don't mind taking a couple days to clean my room. We're at over a week now, and that's okay. I can walk across the whole room now. And I'm doing a very good job of sorting things and deciding whether or not I want to get rid of certain things or where to put them. Instead of just rushing through and then by the halfway through just shoving everything into boxes and forgetting to go back to it at some point because I'm just so overwhelmed. And it is helping me with keeping myself busy. So then I'm not dwelling. And my eyes are really sore right now. I thought about put a tap water on my eyes, and then I remember seeing something about people getting bacteria in their eyes from tap water and bad stuff happening. So I was like, no, I'm good. I don't really think I have any eye drops right now. And I just read another news report of people getting eye infections from contaminated eye, and I was like, oh my god, just give me a break. I'm just gonna sit here with my really dry eyes and just hope for the best. Ooh. Want to get that through, please? Thank you. And two. And nope, I'm going to go around here. Go through that pawn properly, thank you. And we're about at the spot where I need to tie the next one in. Yeah. So I believe this is number 6. Quite possibly. Alright. I'm going to pop that up here. I'm going to try to keep as close to the yellow as I possibly can because this is right with yellow. Just end up cutting out this little bit of pink, which is not too bad. No, that's not going to stay. Look at that. Okay, so try it again. Yo, 2 alligators. The alligators go around and around, and we go around one more time and one more time. Daft Punk likes to say. And we're going to flip through. And we're going to try to pull this a little tighter, and it's still not going. Huh. Okay, maybe I'll just wing it with the pink. Just forget it, it's too far down. Hold tight. Hold tight. Okay. That time it worked. A little finicky. Pop that out. Pop that into there. And any of these ends that are still sticking out are going to be cut down and woven in as much as possible, so I'm not going to worry about it right now. So you see any of these little bits like this in here, I think. Yeah, right there. You see those? Don't worry about those. I will take care of them. I don't like them when I'm wearing the piece, so that comes last for me. Makes me feel like I'm finishing it. Just making sure everything is where it's supposed to be and neat and tidy and looks good. And 2. See how it's joined? Oh, my eye really dried out there. Well, I'm about halfway through and I'm getting super tired. I'm starting to make mistakes here. I can see it happening right now. And that's not going to be okay. I go through my 4 here in this joining area. Yeah, I really gotta get this room done, so if I can find one of my projects, it took me like 20 minutes to find it today, and then I didn't do it. It's just funny. Anyways, thanks for joining me here at All the Crackers in the Box, and I hope to see you again very soon. And I hope your projects are working out just as lovely as mine are. Bye!